So there you have it. That is my letter T, or all my boxes colored in with different color schemes. Um, as you can see here, I've got an analogous with the green, or the yellow, green, and green. And then I've got a complementary with the orange and blue. Another complementary over here with the yellow and purple. A triadic color scheme with red, yellow, and blue, kind of my ode to Piet Mondrian. And then another triadic one here, green, orange, purple, and then a monochromatic with the red up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I want you to cut out your shapes here that you've done. Now, you only want to cut around the outline of our boxes. All right, carefully. We don't want to necessarily cut out across, because that is what is going to make our cube. This is an art cube after all. All right. And we're going to come around to this side. Good pair of scissors is always handy to have. Also, don't forget you will need Scotch tape for this, or any kind of tape will work. If you don't have Scotch tape, you can even use duct tape or electrical tape. But Scotch tape for me just seems to work the easiest. Go. Almost done. Again, cutting around the outline. Make it exactly perfect, but it's not the end of the world if it's not exactly perfect. And one last slice here to get rid of that little bit. There we go. Now you'll notice that I used the black colored pencil, okay, to go back over all of my lines. All right. If you use a straight edge, like here, or like on this one here, where I use a straight edge, I used the straight edge when I covered over with my black line. I also went back over all the curved lines with the black. A pencil works fine, but it just doesn't give it that nice sharpness that we're looking for. And again, notice the richness of the colors that I use. I really kind of pressed hard, went back over each of the colors a couple of times, except for in the monochromatic one, because that's what I wanted. I wanted that effect. All right, so next what we're going to do is we're going to find those horizontal lines, and we're going to do as careful as we can. We're going to fold each one of these squares right along that horizontal line. All right, so there's my other one right there. And I'm going to fold it nice and gentle. And then do it again. And then we come around to this side. And we want to fold each one of these squares. And this is going to end up making that cube. All right? So we're going from shapes of squares, okay? And we're going to use those to create a cube, which is a form, which is 3D. Now, get your Scotch tape. Sorry, it's upside down. There you go. All right. And what we're going to do is, so it's laid out like this. All right, so this is how we were before. All right, and notice how these all kind of come together. All right, so this last one, I'm going to take the sticky side and I'm going to press it halfway into the white side. So this is the non-sticky side. The sticky side is on the underneath side. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the side that it lines up with, fold this kind of over a little bit, and I am going to get those two edges to line up. Now on the inside, I'm pressing the tape against my fingers there, all right, so that now it tapes it from the inside, just like so. We're going to repeat that 2 more times. So one there. Again, the sticky side goes on the white side. And then I'm going to do it one more time right there. Okay? So again, what we want to do is the sticky side is on the colored side. All right? So I'm going to take and kind of fold this over. Hopefully you guys can see how I'm doing this. Line those up so that it sticks just like that. Okay? And then one last time, and this one's usually the trickiest. Okay? So the sticky side is on right there. I'm going to take this last one. I'd have to roll it a little bit, but I want to get that to line up so that those edges right along there line up nice and clean. And just like magic, voila, from squares we have made a cube. All right, and so this is our art cube. All right, notice that you can see all the different designs, all the different colors, okay, color schemes that we used, and that is the final product. All right, to turn this in, what I want you guys to do is I want you to take 2 pictures, okay? One picture is going to be of like so. If you can, tilt it just right, boom, just like that. Notice how I can see 3 sides, all right? I can see the orange and blue, the green and yellow, and yellow-green, and then the orange, green, and purple, all right? Take one photo like that. I'm going to turn it over 180 degrees. Hopefully this will work. This guy's not cooperating. There we go. Okay. And now make sure that your camera is just right. There we go. Orange and yellow, green, yellow, and red. And then my monochromatic side, so I can see all 3 sides nice and even. If your fingers are in the way, that's not that big a deal, but try to get it so that we can see it as clean as possible. And then make sure to label each picture with the 3 color schemes that you used. All right? So you're going to give me 2 photos, and then label or at least write out which color schemes you used on each side. Okay? So that is the end of our Art Cube project.